We're now being joined by National Coordinator, Advocates for People's Rights and Justice, and Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's lawyer, Victor Giwa, to discuss this process of recall and what steps she's taken to fight back. Good day. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So let's start with the grounds cited by the petitioners for the recall of Senator Natasha. How do these allegations relate to her performance as a senator?
Thank you very much. Good question. If you listen to the presenter or the leader of the persons who brought the petition on the 14th of March, if you listen carefully, one of the things they were saying was that, they cannot afford to have their senator suspended for 6 months. They cannot afford the unavailability of their senator in the seat in the Senate. They did not say that Senator Natasha Akpoti, the senator representing Kogi Central, has not performed. They did not say that, her years, her months in the Senate has been unproductive. Senator Natasha has embarked on over 20 projects, rehabilitation of schools, computerizing of primary and secondary school, renovation of police station, empowerment of young people, empowerment of women, market women, providing soft loan for market women within our constituency. Those are projects she has attracted to our constituency. She has also involved in discussion in the Senate of various laws as a lawmaker whose primary duty it is to make law and contribute, to the making of laws in the Senate. So none of the allegations they have made relates to her performance as a senator representing Kogi Central. So the only cry they are having is, we cannot afford the fact that she has been suspended. And like I said in a particular program, that I felt that the proper thing to do if assuming without considering that those persons who claim to be petitioners are from our senatorial district. One of our position is that majority of the persons who are putting themselves out are neither from the senatorial district of Senator Natasha, which is the Kogi Central, but let us concede to them that they might be from that senatorial district. We are not even sure whether they are registered member or registered voters in that constituency. But looking at the allegation, they've not said anything concerning her performance as a senator. The only grounds, the only complaint they have is the fact that she has been suspended. And we think and we believe that the proper argument they should make, their protest should be to the National Assembly, who suspended her illegally, who suspended her while there was a pending court order, who's the National Assembly that suspended her above the legal requirement of 14 days. They have been decided on authority on how long you can suspend a senator. And all decided cases, the case of Ndume, the case of Senator, this senator from Central Kogi West, Senator, what's his name again? I've forgotten. And various members, Abdul Malik, Honorable Abdul Malik, all these cases, all these persons who were suspended, the Federal High Court have said that the National Assembly does not have the power to suspend this member. The National Assembly that suspended Senator Natasha, the constituency should have gone to them to complain why they suspended their senator, and not to be pushed into presenting a petition for recall.
And do you have any concerns? I mean, we certainly do, regarding the impartiality of the individuals who are overseeing the potential recall process. especially with this the sensitive nature of the entire situation. We did see yesterday members of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges, and Petitions engage in a heated exchange with former Education Minister Obi Ezekwesili. What are your concerns with the process?
Thank you very much again. The first concern we have about the Senate and the committee is the fact that they have been partisan, they are biased, they have taken sides. An allegation was made against the Senate president. The senator went to court to say, no, you cannot take any action. She actually went to court when she heard that there was a settled resolution to get her suspended. So the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privilege, and Public Petition have taken sides. They have taken sides. They just want to witch hunt the senator. They have not given her fair hearing. It is the principle of natural justice. Even God, when Adam and Eve committed felony in the Garden of Eden, God still gave them the opportunity to hear them, even while he knew they have eaten from the fruits. He said, Adam, Adam, where are you? And Adam said, I heard your voice and I hid myself. He said, have you eaten from the fruits? So he was asking. So what we are saying is that the committee never gave her the opportunity to lay her allegation. Firstly, she presented a petition. You said the petition was dead on arrival. The only thing you did was to just suspend her, and you suspended her above 6 months. So the committee, they are biased. So the proper thing we think they should do is to set up an independent committee to look at this allegation. We are not even saying whether the allegations are right or wrong. We are leaving it for members of the committee to look at it, to investigate it, and come with a conclusion. That is even a fair process we are asking of. People have said, the senator is making various allegations. The allegations are not true. That is exactly what we want you to do. We want the community to hear her. We want the community to hear the both sides. Look at the facts made available and take a decision based on the facts, whether they are true or not. Principle of fair hearing is what we are asking for.
Thank you very much for that. So how does Senator Natasha's, what steps really is she taking to respond to the recall petition, and how does she plan to defend her position as a senator?
Yeah, thank you very much again. The first thing we did, I have responded to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, by virtue of their press release yesterday, where they acknowledged the fact that they have received a petition from some petitioners from Kogi State, and they claim they have 250 signatures. INEC did acknowledge that. And of course, they said that the petitioners were not able to meet up the threshold, that the petition did not contain telephone number, contact addresses, email, and all of that, as provided by their INEC rules, regulation, and guidelines. And one of our responses is that, one, INEC shouldn't be partisan. When they presented the petition and they identified the defects in the petition, such that the contacts, the addresses of the persons, of the signatories, their telephone numbers and the emails were not there, and the fact that in the whole of the petition, the cover letter stated that these signatories are from Okene, Kogi State. It therefore means that all those signatories are from Okene, Kogi State. That itself has violated the provision of the INEC guidelines. That itself, the fact that the petitioners did not put their telephone number, did not put their contact addresses and their email as provided by the INEC guideline, makes the petition defective. So INEC should not even advise them on whether they should go bring their contact addresses and the telephone number. The petition should be seen as dead on arrival. So they should pack their bags. There are 6 bags of signatory. INEC should ask them to come and take their bags, take away their petition, petition, go back to their various villages and towns and start doing their business. We are also aware that the lady that led them, Mrs. Charity, she's the senior special assistant to the to the governor of Kogi State. So it is a government-sponsored a petition, and I don't know where they got the signatory from. But one thing the signatures from. One thing we can assure you is that those signatures did not come from Kogi Central. There has not been any town hall meeting. There have not been any form of engagement to show that the people of Kogi Central are asking for the recall of Natasha. So Natasha has taken more steps to engage with her people, and what she's hearing from her people is the fact that she's doing very well. They even came to National Assembly to protest against her suspension. They asked for her recall. So the people from Kogi Central are asking the National Assembly to recall her. They are in full support of her. They are engaged. She's engaging with them. They are happy with her. And one of the things she's even asking for from this National Assembly is that she should be allowed. Her rights and privileges should be given to her so that she can perform, so that she can give adequate representation to her constituency. Those are some of the things she's asking for from the Senate president. And that is one of the grounds. One of the grounds she has against the Senate president was that she wanted to present a bill with respect to her Jakuta, and the Senate president has frustrated the presentation of that bill until the deputy Senate president took the bill. So the bill was for Ajakuta project. So you could see that she's passionate about her people, and so the people love what she's doing, and she's ensuring that she is in daily contact with them. And the feeler she's getting is that they are strongly behind her. They are not asking for her calling. They are fighting against those persons sponsored by the government of Kogi State to initiate this recall process. So she's still having contact with them, and she's ensuring that some third column will not hijack the process.
And in terms of timeline for the legal process, are you and the legal team considering any form of injunctive relief in order to combat the recall process? And also, what is being done to, sidestep any type of witness intimidation or attempts to discredit the senator herself and the lead up to this? What other sorts of support is she getting from the people around her and her constituents, if any?
Yeah, thank you very much. In terms of legal redress, if you recall, when the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privilege and Public Petition wanted to sit, she quickly rushed to the court before Justice Egwatu, and she got an injunction restraining the committee from taking steps with regard to to activities or anything that has to do with the discipline of the senator, pending when the substantial issues in the court is addressed. But the Senate committee, disobeyed the court order and went ahead to take disciplinary measure, which was adopted in the Senate, which was a suspension. Thereafter, even in the state, last 3 weeks, we filed an action in court in Kogi State, in the State High Court, where we also get an interim order restraining INEC from taking any petition with regards to recall from any person. And the court granted us the order ex parte, and we served INEC. Of course, we heard that just 2 days ago, on the 14th, that the court set aside the order. However, we are also aware that INEC took that petition even while there was a subsisting court order restraining them from taking any petition from any person. So she has taken some actions. She has instituted some actions in court. There is a case in the State High Court in Lokoja against INEC, brought in by her members of her constituency. That is in the State High Court. In the Federal High Court in Abuja, she instituted an action against the Senate President and the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privilege and Public Petition. And of course, she got an injunction against them, and the case is still subsisting. So for now, she's really ready. She has taken, within her power, within her rights, she has gone to court to secure those areas and ensure that the court, protects her. And of course, what we have been seeing so far, you are also aware that in the case of the case in the Federal High Court in Abuja, the judge yesterday reclused himself from the case. The case will be taken back to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court for reassignment. Of course, there've been a lot of intimidation, there've been a lot of threats and all of that concerning the senator. But she's still very strong. She believes in her cause, and we believe in justice. We believe that to some extent that we will get justice, not just from the court, but even from our constituency and even from Nigerians.
Now, what is the significance of the petitioner's claim that Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan's actions have embarrassed the people of Kogi Central and tarnished the integrity of the Nigerian Senate? What exactly does that mean? Is that constitutional or is it even tenable in court?
Well, I really don't know that. I really don't know what they meant by the fact that our action has tarnished the Senate or the National Assembly. Look at what was displayed yesterday between one of the senators that claimed to be representing the Senate President in that committee meeting and Dr. Obi Ekwesili, a former Minister of Education. Can you imagine the outburst? What kind of embarrassment? How will you rate such kind of embarrassment? Was he marketing the Senate? What kind of brand did he give to the Senate? And we have seen instances where there are a lot of fightings even in the floor of the Senate. And how could you now describe a senator who is complaining that she has made a lot of action, she has taken a lot of steps. She wanted to present a bill. The bill was refused by the Senate President. The Senate President had to frustrate the presentation of the bill, according to her claim, until under serious pressure, he stepped aside and allowed the Deputy Senate President to allow her present her bill. Somebody who is claiming that she has been deprived of her rights and her privileges as a senator by the Senate President to do her job, that she has been involved in international activities of the Senate with her own personal funding. And she is complaining that I feel, as a woman, as a female senator, that I feel very strongly that it was because of the advances you made on me, the sexual request that you made to me, and I refuse you, and that is why I am being victimized. Somebody who is making that claim, I don't see how the request for justice will amount to embarrassment. Somebody who is saying that I have been sexually harassed by the Senate President, I don't see how that can amount to embarrassment. Somebody who is speaking out, an oppressed person who is speaking out to say, I have been oppressed, I don't see how that can amount to an embarrassment. So whatever that means for them, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to them, by embarrassing the Senate. But by what I know is that she was expressing herself, and as a Nigerian, as a citizen, as an oppressed person, she has the fundamental right to ask for justice. She has the fundamental right to express herself and tell our oppressor that you have victimized me and that I need justice.
Well, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Victor Giwa, National Coordinator of the Advocates for People's Rights and Justice, and Senator Natasha's lawyer. Thank you so much for this discussion here.